That's what I find. I see the subconscious is like a defense layer. So
Yeah.
if you say the soul, which I think we're here to actually allow the soul to come out,
Mm.
and the ego, I think, can present as a defense structure, or the subconscious can present as a defense structure which hides the soul. Life's trying to pull the soul out, and the ego is trying to contain the soul.
Mm.
And I feel that it's a defense structure. So when you dissolve things, your conscious mind and your unconscious, which then becomes conscious, starts to merge, and then the defense structure goes away. So when we're looking at programs, defense structures would be things like subservience and dominance, or criticize and defend, or deprivation would be another one. People pleaser would be another one. The
Mm.
binge and purge cycle is another one. Sense of control, distrust. These are all defense
Defense
mechanisms.
mechanisms. Yeah,
Yeah, to
I
disguise it.
yeah,
So you don't. So you, because as you would know, when you discover something truly unconscious, it's like curtains open.
yeah,
It's like taking these glasses off.
yeah. Right. So the defense mechanism is there to hide something,
I think so. Yeah.
and because it believes that that thing that it's hiding is a threat to the ego.
Yep.
Right. And so it's trying to protect the ego,
Yeah.
which is the false self.
False
Or
self.
it's a constructed self.
Yeah.
It's probably part of the whole self in the same way that the ego and the shadow is still part of the whole picture.
Yeah.
But they, like you say, they're clouding or obscuring the soul.
Yeah. I think that we're just one unit. So mind, soul. I don't think the mind continues after we die.
No.
I think that dies with us.
Mm.
The soul is the thing that we're trying to crystallize in this life to bring out in the absence of distortion in full expression. And I think that everything else, it's all part of it. I think the ego is part of the soul. It just doesn't know it's the part of the soul to
Mm.
drive separation.
Mm.
And then the game of this life is to bring it back into unity as best as possible in some sort of understanding of that.
Brings me right back full circle to my opinion around the narcissist or psychopath not having a soul,
Mm,
so that it's pure ego.
yeah.
Yeah, it's they only have a false self,
Yeah.
and maybe at some level there's a knowing of the absence of the soul,
Hmm.
and maybe that's their deepest pain, and
Yeah.
so they look to devour it in others.
Try to devour it, but it's like holding on to sand. You just keep gripping it, it just
Yeah,
keeps
they
pulling your
can't
hands.
hold a soul, otherwise they would have one, I
And
imagine.
so, and to go back to what I was saying, that's why I think if they're a necessary function, if we just look at them as a necessary function,
Yeah,
they're the abyss. So
yeah,
you can stare into it, and
yes,
get broken by that and
yeah,
tethered forever to it,
mm.
or you can break free from your own false self, which is the death of the identity, and then you can start to emerge in your fullness or wholeness or integrated masculine, whatever it is. And that's where it becomes a lot easier to operate in life.
I'm so glad I met you because you to me demonstrate um, an amazing example of surviving narcissistic abuse,
Mm,
and being able to build such intricate maps of understanding of all the different dynamics going on, not only so that you can survive, so that you can thrive.
mm.
And yeah, I just think you have so much value to provide, humanity as a whole, but definitely people who have been through that narcissistic abuse pattern, and there's plenty of those. And it's interesting because I have these, I make up statistics. I think a lot of them are made up, but
Yeah, yeah,
I think 5% of the people probably do 95% of the harm.
yeah. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, and so that these narcissists move on to the next victim and the next victim and the next victim,
Yep.
and that's why, and not I'd say I'd say narcissist is probably a 50-50 split in terms of women and men.
Yep.
I think for borderline, it's more women.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd say narcissist. I think it's probably pretty equal in my guess.
Yep.
Um, yeah, and so they move on, and it can look like um, that's why it looks like there's toxic masculinity because there's a lot of harm being done.
Mm,
But most of the men I know are good men.
yeah.
Sure, they may have their faults and flaws, but we all do.
We all do.
But this whole concept of toxic masculinity, it's gross.
Yeah.
It's misinformation. It's just
Propaganda.
it's propaganda pushed by the government.
Yep.
That's what propaganda is. And